The ancient mystical order Rosicrucis, also known as the Rosicrucian Order, AMORC, is a worldwide cultural, educational, and philosophical organization that is perpetuating profound and practical teachings of the Rosicrucians. These teachings, as passed down and added to over the centuries from ancient Egypt to Europe and now all over the world, pertain to the mysteries of the universe, nature, and humans themselves. The Rosicrucian Library is a source of spiritual wisdom and insights that include the important writings by the respected imperators of the order, such as Dr. Harvey Spencer Lewis, Ralph M. Lewis, and Christian Bernard. Today we will explore the process that could lead us to the mystical life according to the Rosicrucian Order in Chapter 1 of the book The Sanctuary of Self by the late Rosicrucian leader Ralph M. Lewis. Chapter 1. The Mystical Life. In the machine world, efficiency is said to consist of the coordination of all of the parts of a machine for some effectual purpose. An efficient complex machine consisting of gears, shafts, pistons, and driving wheels must have each of these parts not only operate or be in motion, but they must also function for the purpose for which the machine was created. The efficiency of the machine consists in each part contributing to the whole, doing something for which the machine was brought into existence. Otherwise, if the machine merely runs, if it merely operates and accomplishes nothing, it is a waste of the energy of the mind of the designer and of all the minds that have contributed to its construction. It is also a waste of the valuable material of which the machine is composed. Now, if such is true in the machine world, it is more so in our individual lives. In living, then, efficiency consists of the application of our lives to some cosmic purpose to justify our existence. Presuming that each one of us is a machine, it is not sufficient that we be healthy machines or that organically our function is correct or that we have and maintain plenty of energy and vitality, or PEP as it is commonly called, but that all of these things be used for a mission, for an end which we were individually created to serve. Consequently, an aspect of living, and one which is overlooked by most persons, is the mystical life. The mystical life provides the reason why we live. The mystical life determines the cause of our individual lives and the use to which we should put our bodies and our animal vitality and magnetism. The mystical life, like the physical life, requires certain preparation. If we must study the rules of diet, if we must study hygiene, if we must know the rudiments of good health to be healthy and physically normal, certainly we should give some thought and consideration to the mystical side of our existence as well. We must also prepare for it in an intelligent manner. Perhaps the first requisite in preparing for the mystical life is to discard all of the popular conceptions as to what a mystic should be. The mystic is not one who fits into an objective pattern. The mystic is one who adopts a particular attitude of mind. The mystic is a man, that is, he is of the species Homo sapiens, like the rest of us. Consequently, he is very much a mortal, subject at times to all of the foibles and temptations of a human. He naturally has all of the physical variations to be seen in any passing throng of people. Further, the mystical life has no racial roots. Asiatic blood can bring forth no greater mystics than can the blood which flows through the veins of an Occidental. It is likewise an illusion to think that geographical location stimulates the mystical attitude of mind. There is no special atmosphere in Tibet, Egypt, China, or India which imbues all who merely reside in it with mystical attributes. Like gold, the elements of mysticism are wherever you find them, that is, wherever you come to experience them. It is well to add that the attributes of mysticism are not necessarily inherited. The fundamental qualities are latent within every individual. The rather unique comprehension of life which a mystic is said to have is not a cosmic endowment. Simply put, the mystical attitude of mind which is displayed is not a divine conception. The mystic is one who is evolved. He must use the faculties which he has and awaken the latent qualities and direct them in that channel which constitutes the mystical attitude of mind. In an intentional approach to the mystical life, therefore, it is first necessary to rid our minds of all prepossessions and predispositions, of the opinions we have formed, the conclusions we have arrived at arbitrarily, and especially by way of hearsay. We must mentally disrobe, remove the cloak of custom which we unconsciously had wrapped about ourselves more firmly each year. We must free our minds of all such encumbrances and be prepared to accept only those things which, as the famous philosopher Descartes said, arouse within us an intuitive acceptance of them, a feeling that they are true and constitute real knowledge. Francis Bacon, eminent philosopher, and we might say father of our present method of science, adopted this method in arriving at scientific facts. He stated that man should rid his mind of its idols, of the things which we have wrongly built up in our minds out of fancy, out of suppositions, the idols of tradition, the things which we accept because they have been handed down or because they have merely the authority of age to support them. We must approach life as though stepping from a dark chamber into a lighted one for the first time, without any anticipation or expectation as to what we are to see or hear, and then subject each experience to our own analysis, not colored with the analyses of others. The person who really wishes to approach the mystical life in a frank manner, with the hope of then being able to govern himself properly, must not be a coward. He must not fear public opinion. He must not hesitate to oppose or challenge tradition. Profound viewers, thank you for your kind presence on today's Words of Wisdom.